Okay, work on the Buggy continues, even though we had it running and we took a test drive. These springs are way too weak, so I've talked to FOA. They told me what to measure. Pull them off, send them back, and they'll exchange them. They want to know how much shaft was showing currently where it was sitting and how much needed to show at rod height. So I've got those measurements now. So I'll be able to pull these off, hopefully, and send them back, and we'll get the new ones and get those installed. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think I can just lower or take the bottom bolt off at the bottom and slide these over, and hopefully they'll come off without too much trouble, but it's all part of it, so making adjustments as we go. Okay, that went pretty smooth. I just had to release the bottom and everything came off, jacked it up, put the wheels down, everything just slid off, so they came off pretty easy. So I'll box these up, ship them back, and wait for the new ones, and then we'll get back on that. So now I'm going to move on to a few other things. Okay, today we're on a road trip to North Carolina. I got a trailer. We're going to go pick up a 1966 step-side bed for my truck. Okay, here we are. I got the bed picked up. I think 61 through 66 or something like that. It's all the same. It's basically, there's no Bondo in this bed whatsoever. It's pretty much super solid. It's got a weird camo paint. I think it's supposed to have been a patina paint job on it, but it's rust free, so I guess it was worth the 4-hour drive. So we'll get this on the truck back home, putting the Chevy on the Ford. That's the weird thing about this. I said there was something weird. This is actually a 1966 Chevrolet bed, and I have a 66 Ford, but I think the fender matches the body of the Ford better, so that's why I went with it. All right, we're off to get something to eat and head back to Charleston. Okay, we found a good place to eat. Whataburger. It's an old drive-in. I don't think they're going to come out in roller skates, but anyway, we got some cheeseburgers and fries, so I'll walk in and check it out. Okay, we're on our way home. You can see here on the back side the beautiful Chevrolet bow tie. Kind of a hideous bed they made. It's just kind of flat steel, about 1.5 inches thick. I'm going to put my Ford tailgate back on the back of it, but anyway, we're heading home. It's traveling well. Anyway, super happy with this purchase because it's really, really solid rust-free bed, so I got lucky. It was worth the drive, even though it was 4 hours. It was about 9 hours altogether by the time we get home, but it's worth it. So we'll get this in the garage when we get back home and then be working on the truck. All right, this morning I'm going to pull this beautiful tailgate off of it because I don't need this on here and get it off. I'm going to have to narrow my Ford one by about 1.5 inches and about 1.5 inches on the top and bottom too, but it's close. This is not a direct fit because this is a Chevy and that's a Ford. On Chevys, the short wheelbase was 115 and the long wheelbase, which this is, was 127. On a Ford, they had a 115 short bed, which was the same, and a 127 long bed. But this is a 66 F250, and the 66 F250 wheelbase is 120 inches. So it's kind of right in the middle. So what that means is this is a little bit, this is in between a long bed and a short bed. So what I'm going to have to do, the reason I got the long bed, go back over here, I'm going to have to cut about 6 inches out of the step. That's why I've got the long one, because I can shorten the long one, but I can't extend a short one. So the fenders I'll just unbolt and they'll just slide on the sides there because they're flat and there's plenty of room underneath of it for it to slide. So basically I'll cut it somewhere probably in this area here. Give me plenty of room to do my welds and finish them, and just slide this 6 inches and leave the front. So that'll cause a little bit extra on the back. This will hang out an extra 6 inches, but that'll still give me a 4x8 bed inside. It's a little over, it's actually 52 inches wide. So I want a full-size bed in it. So we'll have to do that. So it's not a direct fit, but it'll work. So I'll work on that later once we get it in for the winter, but that's going to be the plan for it. I am going to mess with the tailgate. I am going to maybe tweak with the tailgate right now, but I'm also going to clean the garage because I have the lift in there, so I need to get that installed as well. So it's going to tinker around, but that's the plans for the bed and the truck. Okay, today I'm working on the F250. this is brazed in there. I thought it was aluminum, but actually I think it's stainless. It's brazed everywhere. I've cut the back loose, but you can see a bunch of spots. It's actually brazed to the bed, so I actually have to cut it out. So I'm gonna get this cut out. This will make this thing a whole lot lighter. And then this bed's so trashed, I'm gonna get rid of it, but I am gonna keep like this little valance panel here over the license plate. I am gonna cut that out, this around, and keep that piece. I might incorporate it into the other one since it's part of the Ford. So there are parts that I may cut out and keep. I kind of like this little ridge here, this shape. I might be able to use that for something. So I may cut some pieces out and save a little pieces of metal off of it. But other than that, I'm going to try to get that aluminum or the stainless out of it today and get the bed off of it today. So I'm going to step closer to getting the other bed on it and getting a lift in the garage. So anyway, we'll get this cut out and then we'll move on from there. Okay, I had to cut the ends off, the one where it tucks in behind the wheel wells, but I got all 4 of those cut out. And they're laying over there. This is very heavy. This is stainless steel and it's an 1/8 inch thick, so it's heavy. Probably could scrap this for what I paid for the truck, probably. Almost, but anyway, I gotta try to wrestle this piece out on my own, and it's gonna be really heavy because even those little tiny pieces right there were really kind of heavy, surprisingly. So this is gonna be pretty heavy. I think I'm just gonna lift it straight up and let it fall off the side. It's gonna be the plan, but we'll see. Okay, I got the stainless out, and you can see why I'm replacing this bed. Besides, I wanted a step side, but also this bed was junk, which I knew when I got it. But I did get the back panel off, which I think I'll use on the new bed. It's nice and solid. So I got that off, and this piece of stainless, I had to ratchet it up like that and let it fall off the truck. When it hit the ground, it went about 4 inches into the ground. It probably weighs 200 pounds, probably. I mean, it's heavy. So anyway, that's out. We're moving on. Also decided to cut out the rear tail lights. They could be Frenched into a hot rod. They look a little rusted, but they're actually in really good shape, and they got a little bead that runs around the edge, if you can kind of see it there outside the light. So that could be, I would trim it around the edge, but this could be Frenched right into something pretty nice. So I will keep these. Okay, today we're getting the old bed off, cutting the back panel off, and just cutting in 2 halves so we can load it in the trailer for the scrap metal. So I got that done. I got the trailer and I got the step bed in the shop. So we're making progress today. All right, we're heading to the recycler to get rid of all this junk, but we're gonna come back and move the Oldsmobile from this garage into that garage, and move the truck with no bed now into this spot. It's probably been 3 or 4 years since this car's been outside the garage. So anyway, I'm gonna put this in storage for the winter, and I will get back on this car. Got plans for it. I've already nosed the hood, pancaked the hood down to here. It's been lowered about 2.5 inches in the front. I've got these aluminum vents I made for it and a scoop. All latches, so anyway, it's in the back burner. Today is junk day. Okay, I got my lift. Started to get it unpacked. I got it unwrapped anyway. I've got the hoist on it at the point where I need to pick it up. You have to lift each piece off with the hoist, unbolt. There's 4 bolts on the end, and it'll pivot out. But this requires 2 people, and I'm here by myself for the next day, and I have to go out of town for a week. So this will be next weekend's project. I have a 4-day weekend, so I'll get this up next weekend. So I've got the floor marked. Like I say, I've already had the electric in here for 5 years because I knew I was getting a lift. So that's the edge of the lift there, and I've got some marks. Got to run a chalk line across there. So I'm ready to get it hooked up. So while I'm waiting on that, you can see the shop's nice and clear now. I got the Oldsmobile over. Got my pipe. I got the Baja sitting in a new position now. So it's there. Once this bed will move once we get the lift in, and I'll have the Baja in a place where I can work on it as well. So anyway, what I'm doing now, I'm going to go outside. I'm working on the truck outside. I'm going to go ahead and do some things that I can do to it before I bring it in, just to get some dirt and things off of it. Things I know I don't need. So let's go look at that. So okay, you can see we got the bed off of it, which was good. I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning like all this kind of mud and stuff off the frame, because there's no reason to pull that into the shop and just have to sweep it up. I'm also going to build my own rear bumper, so I'm getting rid of this bumper that was on the back of it, the hitch and all that. So I'm cutting that off today, getting that off. I think I'm going to pull the shocks off, a few other things, and then mostly just kind of clean the frame, get it prepped, just get as much dirt and grease off of it out here before I tow it in there, which will probably be Thanksgiving weekend. I'll probably have it in there. So anyway, that's where we're at today. Okay, I've used this stuff before. I use it all the time. I actually like it. I think it's the best rust converter on the market. It works really good. I like it. So that's what I use. I went over the frame, sanded it down, got this stuff sprayed on it. Starting to convert now already. So anyway, that'll just help me when I pull it in. I mean, I've got a ton of crud off of it, so that'll make it a lot easier when I go inside. I'm not having all that dust and garbage inside. So anyway, this will keep it protected. It'll be outside for about a week before it goes in. So anyway, basically I was just cleaning it up. Wasn't trying to do anything. I'll get in, and I've got to do some frame repair on these front shackles on both sides. They don't make these shackles anywhere that I can find, so may redo what I have or make them completely from scratch. I don't know. We'll work on that. I need some, see the leaf spring there, the U-bolt. I have a clamp on it because it's broken, so I need one of those. And those pieces look like they're about $300 used, so I'll find one. But anyway, just want to get it ready to get it into the garage for the winter and work on it. So we're almost there. We got to get the lift up this coming weekend, and then we'll get the truck moved into the shop, and it'll be our winter project along with the Baja.